Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting LA Clippers. At shooting guard, Terrence Mann. At center, Ivica Zubac. At the other guard position, James Harden. At small forward, Paul George. At the other forward position, Kawhi Leonard. The head coach of the visiting team is Ty Lue. Let's meet the starters for your Milwaukee Bucks. At small forward, at 6'6" number 99. Jay Crowder. At the shooting guard position, 6'4", number 5, Molly Beasley. The man in the middle, 7 feet tall, number 11, at the other guard position, standing 6'2", number 0, Damian Lillard. At forward, 6'11", number 34, the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for James Harden.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the Clippers starting 5. George and Leonard are the forwards. Then it's Harden, then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Mann in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Bucks, Lopez is the pivot with Giannis to his side. Beasley is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Crowder in at the 3 slot. Well, certainly some names on the floor, Greg, that we've seen in the NBA for many years. That in consideration, what kind of game can we expect with the grizzled group on the floor?
And Kevin, these types of games tend to be kind of methodical. Vets aren't afraid to give the ball up for a better look, and we should see a clean game here tonight.
Zubac, a screen on Lillard, and stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Count it. Lillard's got the first basket of the game for Milwaukee.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard's showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
Harden the pass to Leonard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Mann, and he slams it one-handed.
And the passing ability of James Harden, elite.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Hey, Brent, the foundation of the Bucks' success has been their defense. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. They continue to dominate in the paint, but they've also made tremendous strides in how they guard the three-point line, just doing a much better job of getting out there and contesting the three.
Now George, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard, puts one up from 19, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
Yeah, there's really no defense for that one. Turnaround jumper, on time, on target.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Lillard against Harden. To the middle. Here's Crowder. And it's good assisting on the play with Lillard.
You forget sometimes about how gifted Lillard is as a passing guard. You want him running your point.
Harden to pass to Leonard. Nice move. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
And so it's Milwaukee now, trailing by 4. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Now Harden, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
His 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Leonard. Lopez with the steal. Crowder with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Harden. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Harden against Lillard for the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And that one is good by Beasley.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And when you look at the veteran Jay Crowder, Brent, what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I think he's just accepted his role, Kevin, a high-energy guy who plays tough defense, and that's someone who's going to help you out, especially the way he can stretch the floor and occasionally knock down key threes.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And here we can check out the story for Paul George.
And he's lost some of his feel for the three-point shot. It's been a tough month for him from long range compared to earlier in the season, and now he might be starting to press, which can lead to even more problems.
Bobby Portis has checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Powell's checked in.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And just a smooth player who reads the floor incredibly well. Harden is always looking to get his teammates involved.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard against Harden. And that one, good. Lillard's got his second bucket.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
And the jam by Harden.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Now Lillard. Beasley outside. Shoots over Powell. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Clippers on top, up 6. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Plumlee out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Highland in at the point guard position.
Defensively, you got to try and build a wall against Giannis to cover the paint. He's too much to handle inside.
Shoots from 12. Here's Plumlee. Again, Los Angeles.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Now here's Giannis. D right on it. Oh, and ADDICT hammers it in.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo remains so consistent. He said, I want to get to the position that my game is boring. People don't talk about it because I do it every single night, but I don't get bored. The greats, the best players, never get bored. They always give their best every given night, and that's my mindset. Kevin?
Oh, D.A., I love it. Thank you so much for the report. And here is Los Angeles now, following the miss by Giannis. Pass to Tucker. Good ball movement here by the Clippers.
Come to me.
Connaughton against George. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Greg, there has been some talk of having overtime played to a target score. Can you make the case for that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, more certainty on how long the broadcast will go, right, Kevin? And protecting players from the heavy minute loads that can result from those games that go into multiple overtimes. So I like that idea.
He can't get that one. Giannis with some nice D. Bucks trail by 6. Pass to Green. Powell pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Back to George. Powell, the pass to Highland. Plumlee with a screen on Beverly. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
He is a great leaper for his size and gets off the floor so quickly, sneaks behind the defense for that alley-oop.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Portis against Plumlee. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Shot is good and the Los Angeles leads. Get down to just 6 points and the bucket from Portis.
Rebound looked a little too easy for Portis there. Got the big paw up and put it back for the score.
Now, Brent, when it comes to Portis, his duties have increased over the years.
And that has a lot to do, Kevin, with the defensive improvement from Bobby Portis. He puts more effort into that D, and the coaches trust him more, not just to spark off the bench.
It's good. George has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Well, keep it or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make. He makes the right one there.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for ADDICT. Jay Crowder comes in for Pat Connaughton. Beasley's checked in for Green. And Lillard subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. Kawhi Leonard comes in for P.J. Tucker. Mann's checked in for George. And James Harden subbed in for Highland. And here's Harden after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Harden gets the bucket.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Back to Lillard. Beasley outside. Crowder the screen. From deep. No good from Beasley.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Zubac FANATICS with the screen for Harden. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Zubac.
Wow, Zubac way up.
.41 seconds left to play here in the half. Harden against Lillard. Outside Crowder. The three. Hits it from three-point range. Crowder's got his second bucket of the night.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. The D has to close out a little stronger on him.
And here's Leonard from three. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night. Now, here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. To the inside. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Clippers substitution. Number 7.
6 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 2 on the clock. Lopez. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are...
The previous play is under review.
They are going to review the tape.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team, stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hey folks, let's get right to it. How about James Harden? He's having himself a game.
This is why you run the offense through him. He makes great decisions with the ball in his hands. He doesn't telegraph what he's going to do. He can pass it, he can shoot it, and the defense is on their heels all game.
All right, and now let's talk about that point guard duel we've seen so far in the first half.
Both guys came in hungry, scrapping for every little thing they can get out there. I love watching them battle it out.
Well, nothing brings out the best in you like the other guy when he's on your level.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Lopez is the pivot with Giannis to his side. Damian Lillard out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Crowder and the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And now a veteran in the NBA. You get the feeling every season is important to Dame Lillard.
Yeah, but I get the feeling, Greg, that it's just not enough. These individual accolades and these high-scoring season. Dame Lillard wants to play in competitive basketball late into June. So it's going to be about championships for him moving forward.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Lillard from outside, and it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the shot goes in. Mann's got his second basket of the night.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Giannis with it. George picks him up. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Harden against Lillard. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup. And the Clippers lead by 14.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in blocks. Brook Lopez third.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Here's Giannis. He has 6. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Count that one. Giannis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Leonard sets a screen for Harden. The feed to George. Back to Harden. Clock at 4. Over Lillard. Again, the Clippers.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
James Harden. 2 shots.
You throw good, James Harden.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. Norman Powell's checked in for Los Angeles. Now here's Giannis. He's got 8. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Giannis has got 10 points. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Harden. George up top. Fires from deep. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 9th assist in the game now.
And certainly, they are not hesitating for letting it fly deep here in the second half.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 10. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Oh, Leonard in position.
So difficult to stick with Leonard cutting off the pick and roll, one of his bread and butter moves.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And here's Giannis. He's got 12. Knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. George looking over the floor. Here's Harden on the wing. From deep three-point land. And that one is good from Zubac.
Nice job by Zubac using his size and just making his presence felt.
Here's Lillard. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Lopez, a screen on Harden. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Gallinari in for Antetokounmpo. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers. Amir Coffey comes in for George.
With them struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Patrick Beverly is checked in for the Bucks. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Bones Highland is checked in for James Harden. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 10. Portis a screen on Highland. Lillard from outside. He's off on that one.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Puts up a deep three. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. Go ahead to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
So much trust about what Gallinari has experienced throughout his professional career, so he accepts the role he's been given.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws here for the night, and he's good on the first of three. And the second free throw, good. And he makes all three. James Harden getting it done for the Clippers. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. George and Leonard are the forwards. Norman Powell is out there with Bones Highland. And it's Plumlee in at the 5. And Beauchamp gets it to go.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. Shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Now here's Plumlee. Leonard finds Highland. Leonard sets a screen for Highland. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Here we are looking around the NBA. Greg, it feels like there's more parity amongst teams than ever before.
No dominant team has been the favorite every year, and that can all change, though, in a heartbeat. Every so often, a dynasty can be born out of nothing.
So it's the Clippers now, following the miss by Giannis. Clock at 6. Leonard with a screen on Beverly. Oh, Leonard in position. The shot missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Los Angeles. James Harden comes in for Bones Highland. Hey, Brent, here we're looking at Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's arguably the best player right now in the NBA. Not just the NBA, worldwide.
That's a lot of space, Kevin, but you're not wrong. He is the best two-way player in the league. With his physical dominance, he impacts the game in ways that no other player can.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. It sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. Portis. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harden dishes to Tucker. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. And it goes down 2 points.
And Tucker, great job reading the floor and finding a way to set up a ready shooter.
Powell against Beasley. And the NBA said expansion should wait until after the new CBA. Greg, that's done, so what new team?
I mean, Kevin, it seems like Seattle's been waiting forever. Professional teams have been crowding into Las Vegas, and don't sleep on Mexico City. A lot of potential fans south of the border.
And the Clippers call time here. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
They increased his role tonight after dropping their last game, and the move paid off. He's been the best player on the court by far, and now they don't have to worry about a losing streak. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Lillard against Harden. And Lillard kicks to Giannis. Nasty move, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal.
It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Second team.
More and more, it's about the maturation process of Giannis and his game, learning now how to sell defenders with pump fakes.
Brent, don't you love what a team player Giannis is? A star with very little ego.
Well, one of the things, Greg, he does so well is deflect everything or reflect everything back to him. It's about him. He'll compliment his teammates, and then he'll take on the responsibility when the team isn't playing at its highest level.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Doesn't get any easier for Zubac. He'll take those anytime he gets them.
Giannis against Leonard. Here's Antetokounmpo. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with 1 left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Here's man. Leonard the pass to George. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Again, the Clippers.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Sweet move. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
And Giannis that time just making the most of that play, getting the foul, still getting the shot off.
Giannis.
No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second.
Of course, one of the league's best scorers. Giannis poised to be one of the game's all-time best.
Coffee. No good there. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. PG, congratulations coming into the game. What was the focal point?
Defense. I mean, we still allowed too many points. We got to get better on defense. That was the emphasis coming into today. Defense. It's an area we got to improve. But tonight, our offense got us over the hump.
Any way you get the dub is the good way, so congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you.
Hell Gaming.